as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say, oh, hell yeah, Texas Motor Speedway just whipped your ass. Yes, it did. It whipped a lot of drivers' ass today. And congratulations, Kevin Harvick, all you fans out there. On your way to Miami, I'm sure you're as pumped as all us Truex fans was last week. So congratulations with that. And what a crazy race today. Obviously, I'm just going to give you my honest opinion on it. The race sucked. I mean, the track was in bad shape. The track itself, what made it bad. The PJ1 they put down was slick. You couldn't get up into it without wrecking. Texas Motor Speedway really let down the fans today. And, this is a playoff race at the big atmosphere. Everybody's pumped up this morning. And then you get to see a race with 1.5 grooves in it. And just wasn't that good. Wasn't that good at all. Chase Elliott took out, I think, lap 9. Number 9 on them, lap 9. Wrecked himself, took himself out. That was a heartbreaker for all his fans out there. Keselowski, Stenhouse got up in that PJ1, the grip strip, and then got took out by that. Denny Hamlin gets taken out by the grass, which you got a big facility as Texas Motor Speedway, and they can't even put AstroTurf down where these cars will slide down like Charlotte and they're going to hurt their cars. They have to do that. If you're going to host an event with this type of caliber stuff going on, you got to be prepared for it, and you got to have the best stuff there. And it ought to be the letdown track of the year, in my opinion. Eric Almirola had a good day. He really drove his butt off. Congratulations to him. Most of it was just single file racing. You really couldn't. Kyle Larson finally, towards the end of the race, figured out a way to get just that other little half of a groove above the original groove to where he could get up there and do what he did, but he got bitten by the pit stop strategies. It's just what I want to talk about mainly the track. The track itself was just a letdown. I mean, the stands is half empty. Actually, it wasn't even half full. I don't know. Maybe they're just having races the wrong time of the year to Texas. Maybe they need to put it more of a summer race than that. I don't know what they can do with it, but years ago that place was full, and now it's got probably 35% full today during the race. So that's sad to see. Sad for the sport. A lot of people claims the sport's getting better, growing, whatever. Not by an audience, it ain't. No, not even getting close. You had the 32 car. He got up in that stuff, wrecked himself out a couple times, and took himself out. I did see one penalty. It did get called. I think it was Kyle Busch or Clint Boyer won. I can't remember. But the tire rolled way far away. It wasn't even close. It rolled way out through there, and they let that go. And Bubba Wallace. Let's get down to this. Bubba Wallace is a great driver. Poor equipment. But the guy had a tire going down, slowed down to 30 mile an hour, and spun himself out. And once they threw the caution, he backed it up and drove it down pit road and got it changed. Now, with that being said, this is happening all the time. Martinsville, 3 times. Logano even done it and spun himself out. They get the caution, they get to go down pit road, and they're fine. NASCAR must do something about this. If they see this happening, and somebody slows down and just turns that wheel and spins herself out like Bubba did today, they need to do some penalizing. I'm not talking about fining them $10,000 or anything. I'm talking about saying, hey, you will not be racing next week if you do that. They need to lay down a stricter rule for that. Once I seen that, it's almost sickening. I'm like, these drivers nowadays are wimps. They're just wimps compared to what drivers used to be. It's like Tony Stewart said he beat the hell out of Hamlin and Logano at the same time, and I think he could do it. They're just, I don't know. think they're getting too much. They're like being handed too much candy. They got too big of a TV. He's got too much. That's just my opinion on it. But yeah, it was a big letdown by Texas Motor Speedway today. But Harvick advances, so I think we're going to have the same Final Four. It's my prediction as last year, and the Big Three. And I think we can throw Logano in there and say call it the Big Four again, and that's just my predictions. Chase Elliott, love to see him get in there and run for a championship in that Final Four, but it ain't going to happen because he is, he is down right now. His parts on his car fails. He wrecks. And who knows, something may have popped on that car. It could have been another failure on the car that caused him to wreck on lap 9. So they got some major issues with that race team inside. I think they need to check out, see what's going on there, because the other Hendrick cars ain't doing this. It's just him. He just ain't going to wreck like that on his own. I would say something let loose in that car again and knocked him out. But yeah, at the end, Harvick was the man of the plan. He pulled off and took it and went on. So yeah, we'll see about that. See what they do for the schedule in 21. I hear there's going to be some changes, and if Texas can't do any better than that, I hope they take that race out of there. If not both races away, because also the way they done the celebration, and NRA and all that, taking all that stuff out. I don't agree with that, because that's just part of NASCAR's tradition, and it's sad to see. It really is. But whenever you get in a situation like that where if they don't want to deal with it, they ain't got fans showing up, go to a smaller track where you can attract 60, 70,000 people with less seat capacity, and go there. Say Nashville, whenever they get done rebuilding it, be a perfect replacement. That way we get to see good short track racing and not have to deal with the flat track, because that's what's killed that track, is the flat. The PGA 1 don't work on flat tracks, and that turns 1 and 2, didn't help it out whatsoever. Neither 3 or 4. So nothing personally against the people. Texas itself, nothing personally against that. It's just the racetrack is horrible. Now the one they used to have back in the day, Texas World Speedway, is that what it was called? Or whatever it was, that was a great racetrack. They should have kept that, but then again, they messed things up. So we'll see. Off to Phoenix next week, guys. Next week I'll have the Pick 5 contest out. We only got 2 more to go, and go from there. So yeah, congratulations, Kevin Harvick, and all you fans out there. You deserve it, and we'll see him after Phoenix. We get closer one more away from heading to Miami. So see you guys later. Peace.